All right, I'm going to go over the little test edit here I'm going to send over. It's going to be 5 pictures. They're all a little bit different, so it kind of spreads things out to different styles. This will be the front desk shot here. We have a person here. We have me standing in the picture. I want to take this person out and put her in the classic architecture shot of the lobby here. So there's going to be brackets here. You can use them however you want. I don't want like automatic HDR shots, but you can do some manual exposure blending if you want. Um, and there's also some shots here. I was trying to show this. There's some flash shots here that can help us get rid of reflections and stuff. Um, Although I do like to maintain some reflections. I also lit up the background here of the front desk in case we need any of those to make it look nice and to clean up any weird reflections and stuff like that. But just because all those exposures are there doesn't mean we have to use them. But like you could use some of those back here to make this highlight a little bit, just pop it a little bit. And this thing is all bubbles, so I tried to light it up a little bit just to show them. These might not really be usable in any way, but if you do think you can get them in there, feel free. But it needs to look completely natural, completely realistic, nothing weird. These exposures here are not necessarily needed. I just shoot them just in case. A lot of times they're totally not needed. But I do want to clean things up a little bit. So I don't want to remove all these reflections and stuff. I want this blue light reflecting. I want these reflections here too, because I don't want it to feel fake. We want totally realistic feeling. I want to remove this. I want to remove this. I want to remove this. Clean this off. And let's take these off. And this whole thing here. We can take this off too. And this whole thing. Just clean the ceiling up a little bit, but never remove the lights. And let's clean this little corner up. And then anything weird on the floor, if there's dirt or anything. But that's the basics. And let's take this off too. I'm just kind of going in detail here since this is a test. Normally I wouldn't go into this much detail. I pretty much just assume you're going to do it like this on every shoot. So we would just remove stuff like this, remove stuff like this. But I have guidelines that I will send over. But yeah, let's get this test shot going here. And once again, she will get photoshopped into the photo here. I want to do the breakfast shot of this property here. Pretty simple, just keep it nice and clean, clean up any weird stuff on the cabinets. Take this off the wall, take this off the ceiling, take this off the wall, keep it all nice and clean and vibrant, really clean looking. Make sure there's no dirt on the floor. And then we have exposures here in case we need them to make things look more natural, more vibrant, more exciting to look at, you know. But we definitely want to maintain this natural look here. But like we could use some of those exposures for this a little bit, and it doesn't have to be like 100% opacity. It could be like blended in there. Whatever you can do to make it look nice and appealing. Maybe use the cereal a little bit or something. Maybe the fruits from this, you know. I'll kind of leave it up to you, and that's why this is a test. Like this exposure might be good for the bagels there. But that's why this is a test. I want to see how you put it together. And a lot of these exposures are completely unnecessary here. You know, this is the main look we're going for. It's a natural look. We got the sunlight coming from right to left. We've got lamps lighting things up here, so we want to keep it looking natural and clean. Again, this one is the lobby of the breakfast here, so just want to clean up any dirt you see anywhere, clean up the ceiling a little bit, take things like this off the ceiling, like this, and just keep it nice and clean. And keep the windows looking nice and natural. They don't need to be this dark, but something close, more like this probably. Just a little detail coming through the windows. But otherwise, just nice and clean. And for the guest room here, we want to keep the bed looking really good. Limit the amount of wrinkles. I know it's tough with this texture. That's why this is a test. We want to clean the pillows up, make them look nice and smooth, clean up stuff like this. Reshape it a little bit if you can, just to straighten that out. Clean this cord off. Always want to clean cords off. That cord's okay, but want to clean this cord off. Let's clean this up right here. Clean that off. Other than that, we want to keep it nice and natural looking. The order of these, okay, this got shot a little differently than normal. Usually there would be a exposure here blending the strobe with the ambient light, but basically there's 7 brackets here with all the lights on, and then there's 7 brackets with all the lights off. So you can use those as needed, and then there are strobes of the bed and the furniture and stuff to help with the editing process. So we can make everything look really nice and vibrant without crazy reflections like this right here. We want to avoid that for the most part. But we want to maintain this dramatic look with the lights and stuff. And the bed is key here. We want the bed to look really good. We want the window to have something like this, maybe pretty subtle, but not completely white. And also, what was I going to say? Like guest rooms. Oh, we want to make sure the ceiling is nice and bright. I can't stand dark ceilings, so we don't want the ceiling to look something like this. The ceiling should be nice and bright. Like I usually trace it out. I usually cut it all out with like a pencil or something, and then just increase the exposure on the ceiling a little bit, just so it's nice and bright. Dark ceilings, like it's okay to have some darkness down here, you know, darkness in these dark areas a little bit, but I do not want the ceiling to be dark. Okay, in the last photo here, kind of a complex bathroom shot. You got all the brackets here. We got this lit up mirror, so we want to make that look nice. And let's remove all this under here. Keep that nice and clean. Do not remove this. And yeah, just keep everything nice and clean. Look for any dirt, stuff like that. Clean up the wrinkles a little bit in this. It's pretty good. It's not that big a deal. Let's take this thing off here because that's completely unnecessary, and just keep it nice and clean. And then there's flash exposures here that you can use to your liking. And I will be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. So I'm going to send these files over to you right now, and I look forward to seeing what you do. Thanks.